Next on CTN News.
We're estimated a couple $1 million over budget.
Plans for a major overhaul of Sand Creek Park moving forward. We'll have the latest on the project. Plus, a new face on the Anoka-Hennepin School Board this week following the death of a longtime school board member last fall. But first,
I love making people realize that there are opportunities out there for them.
good news for those seeking employment. The improving job market tops CTN News this Friday, February 27th, 2015. Thanks for joining us. Karen is off. In a sign of economic recovery, the Anoka Technical College had its biggest job fair in years this week. CTN's Joe Nelson has more on who's hiring.
I'm unemployed, so I'm trying to fix that.
Second-year Anoka Technical College electronic engineering student Michael Sherwood came to school prepared Tuesday with a handful of resumes to hand out at the college's annual job fair. More than 70 employers look to help people like Sherwood, hoping to fill open positions and attract talented applicants.
It's really busy today because we have more employers than ever.
My main goal would be to get resumes and bring some people in for interviews and hopefully get some positions filled that are entry-level or internships.
Employers filled the hallways seeking searchers. It's a sign of recovery. Anoka County's number of unemployed dropped 1% in the past year and 6% from the height of the recession in 2009.
This is a great way for people to really know who we are and understand a lot about our positions. So I get to meet students and kind of build up that pipeline for a few months.
Being an electronic technician there's a very wide range of jobs that we can get. So we'll see what I like.
Anoka Tech Job Placement Coordinator Arliss Hangamule says some companies even hired people on the spot at past job fairs.
Used to be more resumes were out there viewable, so it's just another sign that employers are looking pretty hard for good staff.
A lot of them are telling me, go apply, like, okay, I'll try.
It's giving students more hope.
It's cool that they have so many companies that are looking to hire people straight out of school. It makes me feel a little bit more confident.
It makes you feel that you're not like wasting your time in school, you never know where the future will take you to.
We're told there are job openings in a wide range of fields, including medical, manufacturing, technology, machining, and landscaping. Coon Rapids police have made a break in a string of residential burglaries in the city in recent months. On Thursday, 20-year-old Jacob Schultz was charged with 5 felony counts of first-degree burglary. He was arrested early Wednesday morning in the 2400 block of 103rd Avenue after an alert citizen reported a suspicious male in the area. Investigators have linked Schultz to 14 burglaries or attempted burglaries in Coon Rapids. All of the burglaries occurred at homes where the doors were left unlocked. In fact, police say he returned to some of the same homes multiple times over the course of several months. Criminal charges have been filed against a man accused in an attempted drugstore robbery in Coon Rapids this week. The incident happened just after 6 Monday night at the Walgreens in Riverdale. The suspect, later identified by a friend as 25-year-old Benjamin Huxhold, allegedly entered the store, told the clerk he had a gun, and demanded money. He didn't get away with any cash and allegedly robbed a liquor store in Champlin a short time later before being taken into custody at his friend's house. A fire over the weekend destroyed the contents inside a detached garage in Coon Rapids. The blaze broke out just after noon Saturday in the 2800 block of 115th Avenue. Firefighters arrived to find flames coming from the garage. They eventually extinguished the fire, but not before the flames destroyed a car inside the garage. Fortunately, nobody was injured. Investigators think a battery charger disconnected from the car but left on may have sparked that fire. Plans for a major overhaul of Sand Creek Park will be going to the City Council next week for approval. The original estimated price tag for the project, which is part of the park bond, was estimated at $5.7 million, but the new estimated cost is closer to $9 million. City staff says the majority of the increase is due to higher construction costs now that the economy is improving. Those costs are up 25 to 30% compared to when the budget for Sand Creek Park was put together in 2012.
We're challenged by the budget. We've skimped with what we could to eliminate the wants that would be nice to have. So as staff, we've eliminated what we can. Council has weighed in on a few areas, primarily the south end, the neighborhood park component. I've eliminated those from the base bid, but I've left them in as alternates. So I'm getting pricing for the entire park, and then they can kind of pick and choose what they want in and what they feel can be left and put in at a later date.
Alternate funding sources are being looked at for Sand Creek Park. The contract for the project is expected to be awarded in April, with construction starting as soon as May. The renovated park will include 6 lighted softball fields, 2 football and lacrosse fields, and up to 3 play structures, along with other amenities. There's a new face on the Anoka-Hennepin School Board this week.
I hereby accept appointment
I hereby accept appointment
to the office of Anoka-Hennepin
to the office of Anoka-Hennepin.
Nicole Hayes took the oath of office at Monday night's school board meeting. Hayes, who lives in Brooklyn Park, was appointed to replace longtime board member Scott Wenzel, who died back in November. She most recently served as the volunteer services coordinator at Coon Rapids High School and has 2 children in the district. Some good news when it comes to the high school graduation rate in Minnesota. It's still on the rise. According to data released this week by the Minnesota Department of Education, 81.2% of high school seniors received a diploma last year, up 1.4 percentage points from the previous year. The graduation rate here in District 11 is slightly higher at 81.6%. State officials say the data continues to show a reduction in gaps between white students and students of color. Still to come on CTN News, the latest report on medical mistakes at Minnesota hospitals and your chance to land a role in an upcoming community play. Plus, a free set of wheels. A nonprofit gives away another vehicle to a lucky recipient in Anoka County. We'll have details.
Our tagline is "Wash with a Cause."
And the unique way a local organization is taking funding concerns into its own hands. That story coming up.
CTN News. Steve Erickson, Karen Savanich, your local edge.
Don't miss the Wedding Expo at the Coon Rapids Civic Center on Saturday, March 7th. Find all your wedding vendors in one place. Meet photographers, cake decorators, event planners, and more. Tickets can be purchased at the door. The Wedding Expo at the Coon Rapids Civic Center on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. See you there.
The number of patients harmed or killed due to hospital errors decreased slightly last year, according to an annual report released Thursday by the Minnesota Department of Health. Between October 2013 and October 2014, hospitals across the state reported a total of 308 adverse health events, everything from patient falls to surgery on the wrong body part. 13 patients died and 98 suffered serious injuries. Locally, Mercy Hospital reported 7 adverse health events. 1 patient died and 5 others were seriously injured in falls. A 7th person received surgery on the wrong body part. Unity Hospital reported 3 events, 2 patients that suffered serious injuries after falling, and a 3rd patient who suffered pressure ulcers. Programs that serve adults with developmental disabilities often fear losing state and federal funding, but despite the concern, some are finding opportunity. One such company is Achieve Services of Blaine, which decided to produce a laundry detergent to help drive the economic engine of its organization. CTN Steve Antis has more.
I like to do boxes.
Bo Johnson has been with Achieve Services for 5 years, but his work with the new startup Achieve Clean Laundry Detergent has given him renewed inspiration.
I like this project a lot, and I like the idea. Smells good.
Achieve Clean LLC launched their environmentally friendly product just last month, and customers are already lining up.
Our tagline is "Wash with a Cause."
Achieve's Alex Carlson helped test the product and bring it to market, which will in turn bring more jobs to adults with disabilities.
The real mission here is it's going to raise a lot of income for Achieve Services and for all of our programs for people with developmental disabilities.
Their biggest partner and supporter in this new venture has been LubeTech. At their site in Albertville, they've given Achieve the space to operate their production line free of charge.
We do a lot of laundry.
Ron Nordine is a manager with Mary T. Incorporated, the first commercial buyer of the product. Fact is, Mary T. operates group homes for disabled adults, and some of them who work for Achieve got their bios featured right on the label.
And we really love the fact that their labels have the pictures of their residents and their workers on it. It's a great personalization.
Achieve Clean plans to move their production operations to this site off of University Avenue in Fridley. The 6,000 square foot space is currently being remodeled, complete with wheelchair accessible ramps. Now the plans are to add a second filling station, which will allow them to double the number of bottles of laundry detergent they currently produce.
When we move there, then we anticipate that we'll have 6 or 7 or even more people working at a time, so we can really increase production.
Giving opportunity to more people like Bo, who can say they got in on the ground floor of something big.
It helped me to change my life.
Steve Antis, CTN News.
Achieve Clean's new Fridley location should be up and running by the end of April. The laundry detergent can be purchased at Achieve Services, which is in the Anoka County Human Service Center building off 89th Avenue in Blaine. It can be also purchased online. For more information, log on to achieveclean.org. An Anoka woman is thankful this week after receiving a big donation from a local nonprofit organization. On Thursday night, members of the group Cars for Neighbors handed over the keys to a 2000 Toyota Avalon to Mercedes Ashford, a single mother of 3 from Anoka. George and Janet Dahlman of Coon Rapids donated the car and are thrilled to be able to help out.
It was really like giving away part of the family because it had been part of our family for so long. And yet we knew that it's got a long ways to go and it's going to serve her well.
I was using a friend's car that doesn't have heat and it's really tough. It doesn't have any defrost at all and it's really cold. And he wanted it back for a long time, so now I get to give it back to him.
Mercedes says the car means a lot and she won't have to rely on anyone else to get to work on time. The car was given away during Cars for Neighbors' 10th annual fundraiser at the National Sports Center, which featured 30 local restaurants along with live entertainment. Coon Rapids Community Players is holding auditions in the coming days for an upcoming play. Auditions for Here Come the Brides will take place Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. and again on Monday from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Coon Rapids Civic Center. No appointments are necessary and auditions will be done on a first-come, first-served basis. All roles are available. For more information, log on to CoonRapidsCommunityPlayers.com. The first rehearsal is March 16th and Here Come the Brides opens on May 8th. Actor Will Smith stars in a new crime drama out in theaters this weekend. Howie Shapiro has a preview of that and more in this week's Now Showing.
I've been in this game for a really long time. I had what I needed. And then the girl walked in.
Focus. In the midst of veteran con man Nicky's latest scheme, a woman from his past shows up and throws his plans for a loop.
But it wouldn't be nothing. You lost everyone's money, my money.
Hey!
Wow. Without a woman on.
This is your mess.
I think you're losing it.
Whoa, whoa!
I cannot believe you lied to me.
You can't believe I lied?
Can't
Oh,
believe
that's so rich from you.
That's what you want to say to me?
Because you're always lying, Nikki, and now we're dead.
Zoe, it's Frank. You're probably really scared and confused. We're gonna fix this. We fix this together, okay? You and me.
It's too late for that.
The Lazarus Effect. A group of medical students discover a way to bring dead patients back to life.
Subject is extremely aggressive. I can't predict how this will end.
Zoe, please!
I want to know what
I'm Howie Shapiro, and that's what's showing.
All right, thanks, Howie. Before we go, we have a quick reminder about this weekend's Polar Plunge at Crooked Lake. Close to 1,000 people will be taking part in Saturday's plunge, which starts at 1 o'clock. So far, the Anoka County Polar Plunge has raised around $140,000 for Special Olympics Minnesota. If you're not brave enough to jump in, you can still help out by donating online at plungemn.org. We will, of course, have a crew at the Polar Plunge and bring you all the cold sights and sounds next week on CTN News. At least it is supposed to warm up into the 20s tomorrow, so good for that. Quickly before we go, I want to give a quick shout out to my son, Justin, who turns 15 today. Happy birthday, buddy. That's going to do it for us today. Thanks for watching. We will see you back here again next week.